Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome. I'm Amir Tengku Ramli, a lecturer at Ibnu Khaldun University. I will present my publication. The title is Becoming Coach in Human Resource Management based on Pumping SR Model. This research novelty is significant because it is related to how to improve a coach in coaching process. Ladies and gentlemen, it is started from the story of a coach, my friend who is also writer in this scientific publication, Mr. Andi Irawan. From his story that a quality coach is very important for coaching process. A coach who has a strong belief in his activities determine the success of the coaching process. Mr. Andi Irawan, please.
Thank you, Dr. Tengku, Dr. Amir Tengku Ramli. Ladies and gentlemen, I start with a story. 3 years ago, I learned coaching the first time in one of the coaching schools in Indonesia. I took the 88 program and become certified professional coach. And since then, I have implemented coaching methodology in many situations, including training and also in the coaching process itself. Then along the time, I asked myself, what character or what thing that influence coaching quality in delivering coaching process or in facilitating coaching process. And that's the time when I met with Dr. Tengku, and he showed me this picture, precisely the pumping model. And I found that this is the this is the one that I'm looking for. This is the model that might improve my coaching ability as a coach. So being a coach in a deeper way. So when I'm able to develop this set of skills, I believe that I can improve my coaching qualities. All right. So what is coaching, by the way? So coaching was first introduced around 1830s. And the word coaching itself is rooted from Hungary, koh, from word koh, which means a cart carrying goods on the farm. So it's a cart that carrying something from A to B. So that's the simplest explanation of a coach here. Coach bring coachee from point A to point B. In US and in Europe, koh name become coach, which is used widely for name of transportation vehicle, both buses and trains. So if you visited UK and you found bus there, it's called a coach. And then the term coach was later adopted into science of leadership by Timothy Galloway in his book Inner Game of Tennis. So he's one of the first men to distinguish terminology between instructor and coach. Instructor focus is the physical ability and technical skills, while coach focus are on strategy, potential development, competence, exploring ideas, thoughts, best ideas, and strengthening the mentality to win the competition. So instructor focus on the hard skills and coach focus on the softer ones, soft skills. This is Mr. Timothy Galloway, and he defined coach as unlocking a person's potential to maximize their own performance. It is helping them to learn rather than teaching them. And Timothy Galloway not only found that coaching is useful in sport, but also developed in business and corporation. And in fact, a coaching method in business and corporation can help to bring out the best potentials of employees. And they are able to provide the best thoughts and performance for the progress of the company. So currently, more and more people, more and more HR community use coach in order to develop their team, to find their best potential and to unleash it into great performance. So that's coaching in brief. Dr. Tengku.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Andy. Ladies and gentlemen, coaching is a method in the development of a person who is facilitated by a coach. A coach with his coachee are partner to achieve something. The goal belongs to coachee and further explore through a coaching process facilitated by a coach. This is where the importance of the quality of a coach take place. The Pumping SR model program focus on a coach so that coaching activities become more meaningful, more qualified, and have more positive energy. The purpose of this paper is to find or test the concept of a pumping SR model that can be used in order to improve the quality of a coach. The methods we use are qualitative, descriptive, and integrating theory. One of the literature review is the pumping SR model in addition to the ICF model and the meta coach. What is ICF? What is meta coach model? Mr. Andy explore for you. Please, Mr. Andy.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tengku. I will further explore about how coaching works. So it is illustrated in this picture. Yeah, a coach focus on the present state and future. Coach acknowledge coaches us, but not use it as the judgment. So a coach never judge coaching, but coach provoke thought, feel, and act. The illustration is like this. Yes. Once coach is able to bring coaching in the present state, yeah, and then coach will provoke or ask coachee about the direction where coachee really wants to go in the future. Future state could be described as a year, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or it's another state, an alternative state that coachee would like to achieve. For example, the present state is sad, for example, and the future state is happy, or the sadness is decreasing. So goals is purely determined by coaching. A coach only facilitate, and the agenda belong to coachee 100%. ICF, one of the biggest coaching federation in the world, formulate 11 core coaching core competencies divided into 4 pillars. The first one is setting the foundation, ethics and agreement. Then co-creating the relationship, trust and intimacy, and coaching present. The third pillar is communicating effectively, active listening, powerful questioning, and direct communication. Lastly, facilitating learning and result, creating awareness, designing actions, planning and goal setting, managing progress, and accountability. So these are the 11 core competencies according to ICF. Currently, just end of 2019 or early 2020, the ICF released the shorter version, 8 competencies, but more or less containing the same principles, the same content. And then ICF defined coaching is partnership with clients, maximize potential through a process thought exploration, exploring new ideas, raising awareness and commitment to change, making performance improvement, and fostering commitment. So this is the coaching definition by ICF. Let's move on to the Meta Coach one. Okay, so what is the main differences? I found that the principles are quite the same, but the main distinguish between ICF and Meta Coach is the Meta Coach use meta model as a way to explore, a way to ask in a coaching session. So they use specific set of questions called neuro-linguistic programming. However, if we look at the definition, it's very similar. In Meta Coach, coaching is a conversation. Coaching is about facilitating someone or ourselves through questions, giving feedback, and using skills to facilitate someone through a process or structure of how to exercise our brain, power, thoughts, feeling for more effective performances. So I can conclude both ICF and Meta Model Coach having quite the same methodology with slight difference in the way coaching process is conducted. Dr. Ane.
Thank you, Mr. Andy. Baik, so the position of the pumping XR model is important because it is become a model in developing human resource, both personally and professionally, as it measures strength. First is to develop principle for success. Second, to develop competencies for success. Third, to take action or building behavior for success. These three powers have their own touch. The analogy for success principle is a tree root, the unconscious part, which touches to the human soul and heart. The success competency analogy is a tree trunk, preconscious part, which is the orbital point of the Milky Way. It is a touch of the human brain, a touch to empowerment, empower human to achieve success. To mastery, namely personal mastery and profession mastery. The third in action for success. It can be illustrated with the fruit or leaf of a growing tree, which is the line of a Milky Way, and it touches the 5 human senses. These three forces are very important and in building belief system, core values, behavior, and character. Then to build in a vision, motivation, leadership, knowledge management, and a statement of success. In behavior, this is the ability to make a statement of success. Personality change, the ability to control oneself, the ability to make synergy and collaboration. And the fifth is continuous improvement. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of this research are 3 main principles and 17 competencies of a coach. The 3 main principles are: the first in mindset, the second is character, and the third is a good attitude. A good, qualified, and reliable coach must have a good mindset, strong character, and good attitude. The 17 soft competencies of coach in pumping SR model divided into 4 main components. First is competency, second is personal mastery, third is profession mastery, and fourth is success of coaching. The first component is the core competency in which a coach must: 1. Strengthen the root of belief. 2. Have a process of awareness. 3. Have the values of success and happiness. 4. Understand and make personality as a foundation. The second component is personal mastery is 5. Has a clear vision. 6. Able to be a leader and controlling follower. 7. Able to manage one's emotion. 8. Able to improve mentality, morality, and spirituality. The third component, profession mastery, is 9. Has knowledge. 10. Has strong motivation. 11. Able to practice and professional. 12. Able to manage feeling, thought, and intuition. The fourth component is success of coaching. 13. Being able to declare a success statement. 14. Being able to make change in personality. 15. Being able to control oneself. 16. Having synergy and cooperation. And 17. Continuous improvement. Ladies and gentlemen, so the research are: pumping human resource management coach is unique, and pumping human resource management coach can be one of the human resource development model with a coaching approach. And we recommend next research to implement pumping SR coach by coaches to measure the effectiveness and to develop coaching process based on pumping SR model. That my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.